Hi there. How's everyone doing today? Um, Glad to be getting back to this. How's everyone doing? It's been a bit of a long day, but we get back. Alright. Nothing. There we go. Alright. Now, let's play! Let's play the game! Alright. I think it was, yeah, that was the manual save. Last time, it was just a lot of investigation. We asked a lot of people about the bot.
Dance purified my heart.
Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy bunny!
That co-appearance was like a dream come true. God of energy, Inti, Pachaka Max!
That happened.
Ferris wheel? I wish you luck with the investigation. I'm rooting for you.
Wonder if PS5 helps it load faster. Probably a little bit. But since it's not, like, optimized for it, probably not. God, why do you get, like, a whole bar in here? I guess Date chose to have his own car. I literally can't pick anything. Why not? Hello, lady. Scream like a local. Damn. That was actually, like, really good.
Shut up! Stop shouting!
But you surprised me. I thought that the ghost of an S&M pervert with a police uniform fetish who died in a tanning booth had come to haunt me.
Haven't I showed you this body many times over the past 6 months?
I'm still not used to it. Your body is semi-transparent, and I can only see you in the left side of my vision. So, why did you come out?
I thought it would be easier to talk to you this way.
Can I now choose the bar? Why can't I choose anything in the bar?
There isn't much useful information to sort out in the first place. If I had to say one thing, it would be the ViewCube video and that QR code link. By the way, I'm going to cut down on the word salad and call it QR video from now on. The teeny bit of information we got from that QR video is pretty much all we have.
You don't know? I think it was about half a year ago. A video similar to that one went viral. Everyone was talking about it online.
The mysterious video known as Bats 490, correct? There's a code hidden inside Bats 490. They say the code reveals a specific location.
Everyone who visits that place is said to have gone missing. They all left behind the same message. I've learned the secret of the world. Hey, Tama. Is Bats 490 still up anywhere on the internet?
I looked it up. Here it is.
I wonder if this is even, like, trying to say anything. Certainly artistic.
I have no idea what it's supposed
I thought he was gonna go crazy again. Start just spouting off just a bunch of bullshit.
They say there's a hidden message inside, but I can't even tell where we're supposed to look. Honestly, it
What do you
reeks
think of this
fast
car?
taste. Makes me want to puke.
Do you like my car? My car.
Keep talking like that, and I'll throw you out the window.
Then you'd be a goner too. I'm the one driving this car, you know.
Right now, I'm using the car camera to steer the car remotely. I, of course, control the gas and brakes. I send signals electronically. It's technically a self-driving car. Not technically if you're driving it, but I guess kinda?
Why don't you take the leap and buy a different car?
I can't. This car is all I have of my parents.
Your parents passed away, didn't they?
Yeah, in an airplane crash when I was young. From then on, I was living with my younger brother. But 6 years ago, he also.
Same as the QR video. It was originally uploaded to ViewCube, then it spread from there. The account holder is unknown.
In any case, Bats 490 is the only lead we have right now. If we can figure it out, maybe it'll lead to the QR video.
Isn't that what you're investigating for?
Yeah, but remember what Mr. Adate and Iris said?
For some reason, just the right half. I could travel through time and space.
Maybe that body teleported here from some other
Yeah, well,
world.
that one's stupid. If it's Iris saying it, it's wrong.
The other half could have been absorbed into some other dimension. And that's split the body in two.
Don't
She's
tell
just
me
insane.
like that.
No, just for some reason it's stuck in my head.
Time and space, I might be able to believe that. Another dimension, I'm not sure about that. That don't seem right. Especially, well, I would believe it more if it wasn't Iris saying it.
Ryuki, you have a call. It's from Mizuki.
Mizuki?
I'm connecting her.
Hey, Mizuki, what are you doing in a green void?
What is it?
I remembered something about Bats 490. I thought maybe it could lead to a clue.
What did you remember?
Someone in my class at school actually figured it out. He decoded the hidden message in Bats 490.
He did?
His name is Shoma Enda. He might know something, so I would go find him.
I mean, no, he's not gone.
Anyway, see ya.
Alright, thanks, Mizuki.
Shoma. Isn't that?
Andy's Komeji's.
Oh! Oh, yeah! His son. Alright, let's interrogate a 12-year-old.
Shoma, you know what happened last night, right? The QR code displayed on that sign. There was a link in it leading to a video. We're calling it the QR video. I wanted to talk to you about it. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sweet toy robot. Damn it. Sweet dresser. Sweet TV.
What is that on top?
Looks like earthenware. Maybe it's some sort of device?
It's a CRT TV. But do you think you can pick up digital broadcasts?
It could, with a dedicated tuner.
Protrusion up top. What is that? Can't even look at that. They alter a
This
poem.
is a poem written by Komeiji. It says, "It's okay to fall off the horse. You're a saddle after all." Wait, this was supposed to be touching? You laugh more often than you breathe.
I'm surprised the child doesn't have a square head. Do you think the square head's fake? Lucky laugh game. The face parts are all out of order.
A picture of Ame no Uzume, a goddess from Japanese mythology. Supposedly, she is the goddess of entertainment and laughter.
Eh. This is a puppet for a quiz. Toolbox. Kotatsu. It's very warm. Closet. Refrigerator. Weird plush.
Add a rooster.
Add a rooster?
Add a rooster.
It's a character.
Kitchen. Room.
It's old. Looks like a memento for the Quiz King.
A hammer, folding fan, perceptive comedy, and then a drawing, which I can't look at. Taking part.
I heard you went to the same elementary school as Mizuki? She's actually the one who told me about you.
Thank you.
What are you making? Don't tell me it's a bomb. Just to confirm, your father is Andes Komeiji, and his real name is Yoneharu Enda. Is that right? You know about the video called Bats 490, right? I have a feeling it's related to the QR video somehow. You solved the code in Bats 490, didn't you? And it showed you a certain location. Am I right?
He's completely ignoring you.
I think it's because he has headphones on.
Maybe because he's wearing headphones.
No, that's not it. There's no sound coming from them. Chastity belt on his heart must be locked.
Don't call it that for a child.
What kind of metaphor is that?
It's a horrible metaphor.
You won't be able to see his uvula unless you open that lock.
So what you mean is, he probably won't speak unless you can find the key to his heart, I'm guessing.
There might be a key somewhere in this room. Let's find it.
A key to open the lock on his heart. Do you want to watch TV together? That robot is so cool!
Trophy?
Mr. Komeiji used to be amazing. Oh, but he still is, of course. Shoma, want to play Lucky Laugh together? God, please help.
You can help yourself.
Ding! Yes, Shoma. What is your answer?
Why don't you hit your own head with the hammer toy?
Wow, what a jolly guy he is. I'm gonna tell him everything I know now.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Why don't you smack Shoma on the head with the folding fan?
I don't think he'd ever speak to me.
It's no use talking to him, I think. You'll have to find the key to his...
Don't call it chastity belt. He's a child.
What is that?
It looks like a robot. I tried searching, but it looks like it's not commercially available.
A homemade robot, huh?
That's fascinating. You can make your own robots?
Would you mind showing me the robot in your closet?
Huh? How do you know about that?
Oh, well,
Tell him you heard it from Komeiji.
right. I heard about it from Mr. Komeiji.
From my dad?
That's right.
Okay then. Just for a bit, okay?
Show me. Oh! This is going to be extremely important, isn't it? Or is it just a robot that he...
You made that?
Yeah. I call it Robata.
All by yourself?
Uh-huh. There's a junk shop in Akiba. I got all the parts there. This robot only has one tire. It uses a gyro to keep its balance. Fine-tuning it is really hard.
That's actually pretty cool. Oh, look at him. He's smiling.
That's incredible. I'm impressed that you made it all yourself.
Looks like the lock is opened.
Looks like it.
She's just a classmate. We're not friends or anything. I don't talk to her much.
Do you wish you could talk to her more?
No. Of course not.
Even though she's cute?
That Uggo? She's not cute at all.
His temperature is rising. That was clear.
Aw.
Right?
Yeah, I could tell.
One of the parts for Robota, the robot running around. I want to upgrade it. I'm trying to make it so it can carry my weight.
What, do you want to write it?
I put them on so I can concentrate better.
But you're not listening to music, are you?
I only turn on the noise canceling. Yeah.
Sometimes that's just
Almost
enough.
as ragey as my dad.
Just put headphones on and you just kind of vibe with them.
Sorry. I don't really want to talk about him.
Why not?
Well, because... why does it matter?
Yeah, he's got a point. Doesn't matter.
Now, I think it's about time we get back to why I'm here.
I solved it.
Hmm?
The BATS 490 code. I solved it.
How?
I have to go soon, so I'll tell you the short version.
That's fine. Please just tell me. The video's hidden message pointed to a certain location, right?
Yeah.
And where is that?
Horadori Lab. The Horadori Institute of Genetics.
Interesting.
I heard about it last night.
What? Okay, Dexter. Fucking Megamind over here.
Truly unprecedented. What a mysterious case.
A fucking weirdo. What is this?
I am Chikara Horadori, the director of this research institute.
Is he on the front case? He is not. Huh.
He hasn't retired yet. His 60th birthday was last year.
Looks like a grotesque monster might be trapped inside.
I actually like grotesque things.
Yeah, I know.
Dubious liquid. What's a dubious liquid? PC monitor. Yep. Robot arm. Scientists. Why aren't you wearing the protective garb, sir? Why aren't I wearing it? Flask.
Ryuki, would you drink that fluid inside the test tube?
Absolutely not.
Why not? You might develop superpowers.
But what if I turned into a giant, green, muscular freak?
That would be awesome.
That'd be pretty cool. Door. Chair. Dude. Statue.
Excuse me. What is that statue?
Ah, that's the symbol of our research philosophy here. It will take a while to explain, so perhaps another time.
Yes, there's a research for some reason. Oh, there's another one here. Door. I saw something green. What was it? Keyboard? Nothing. Kind of hoping there'd be just like a lot of things they talk about, just some silly things I do that one of the characters does just because I clicked on a keyboard.
I know of him, but I haven't met him in person. I've only read some articles about him online. He's the CEO of a music distribution company. I'm the director of a genetics research institute. We have nothing in common. It was mentioned on the news, but the video itself wasn't broadcasted, so I haven't seen it.
Then you don't know about Bats 490.
What is that?
It's a video that's very similar to the QR video.
I've never heard of it.
I actually came here to ask you about it specifically. There's a hidden code in the video, and I've heard it points to this research institute.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps someone just made it up.
I don't know. Your character design is a little too unique to be something we just dismiss right now.
We mainly conduct research on gene therapy through genome editing here. Are you familiar with genome editing?
Site-specific nucleases. An artificial restriction enzyme known as CRISPR-Cas9 is commonplace.
Oh yeah, I know about CRISPR.
Genome editing is a technique that uses this enzyme to splice, replace, and bind any base sequence of DNA.
Didn't understand that at all.
In other words, it's technology that rewrites DNA.
Indeed. Last year, we developed a revolutionary genome editing method we call PURGE. With this, genetic diseases that were previously too difficult to treat, for example, severe congenital heart diseases, are now curable. But that's not all. In theory, using PURGE, even immortality is achievable.
I don't think we want to do that.
Oh, but I don't mean your body will be invincible. Death can still occur via trauma, ingesting poison, viral infections, this sort of thing. However, it can make death due to old age a thing of the past.
Can Purge really do that?
Indeed. The body's deterioration due to aging can be prevented by rewriting all of its DNA, maintaining a permanent state of youth.
Isn't it oxygen that, like, causes us to slowly die? I remember reading that somewhere.
However, this has not yet been proven. It's still in its experimental stage. But it won't be long until our hypothesis is substantiated. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands
We don't yearn for that. It's horrifying.
Become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
June's estimated time of death.
I was sleeping in my bed at home. They say seniors are early to rise, but that's not true at all in my case. Perhaps that means I'm still young.
No.
Is there anyone who could back your story?
Don't tell me I'm a suspect.
I'm just doing my job. I've always wanted to say that.
Good for you. Your dream came true.
I live alone now. Unfortunately, there's no one with me at home.
Chikara got divorced 6 years ago.
I can't wonder why.
As for children, he has one daughter. She's 32 years old. His daughter and ex-wife are currently living in Italy.
In other words, there's no one who can corroborate Chikara's alibi.
That's right. Ryuki, don't you think something is off about Chikara?
From the get-go.
You think so?
Absolutely.
You really are dense. You're dense enough to be the target audience for mobile game ads.
That's pretty tough. Pretty mean. Be fun. Most of the time, though, they take you to a page to try and force you to download a different game. It's kind of like advertising fraud.
Huh.
His temperature is abnormally high.
Maybe he has the flu.
Don't make me pluck out your eyebrows from the inside.
How would you do that?
Do you think he's upset about something?
Probably. Ryuki, let's find out if he's hiding something.
Wink sync. Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Simplified version of syncing. You analyze brainwaves of the synced subject and temporarily look into their dream. Select Chikara with the cursor. Choose. Okay, so this is our first time trying out Wink Sync. Hey, excuse me. Why are you holding? What the fuck? What? So he knows the video.
This guy.
Wink Sync is a simplified version of syncing,
Thank you.
but you're still taking a look inside your dreams.
And dreams are made from memories, so there shouldn't be anything in there that he doesn't know about.
You're saying
Chikara knows about Bats 490. He was lying to us earlier. Mr. Chikara, can you accompany me to the station?
I think it's a simpler version of syncing. From the AI ball, me, a strong manipulator shot out to the sync subject, temporarily numbs the subject's brain and puts their brain into a faux sleep state and induces a dream. By analyzing the faint brainwaves emitted during this, we can see parts of the dream. It's not a clear image by any means. To investigate more thoroughly, regular sync needs to be performed. Wink sync can only be performed once a day because of the high amount of power required. I would need to recharge before performing it again. Personally, I don't like it because of the power consumption. Fair.
Why?
I'd like to speak to you in more detail. You do have the right to decline, of course.
Very well. I'll go with you.
I wonder if it'll be like this for a while, or if we'll actually switch back to Mizuki at some point. Oh, hey, boss.
There hasn't been any progress yet. The people over at HQ are totally incompetent. They must have had stuff with fermented beans or something.
Thanks, boss.
Who knows? He went off somewhere right after you left.
He's probably playing the nipple guessing game at some cabaret club in Nakamaguro right about now. He's on vacation, so I'm sure he's taking a load off while he can.
No, he's taking a load off, alright.
The nipple game is a game in which a man asks a woman to guess where their nipple is while their shirt is on, even if it's a guy asking a girl to do it. It's kind of problematic. Function of this communication system.
That's outside of my jurisdiction, so I don't know too much about it, but I'm sure the person in charge is desperately trying to fix it as we speak. It should be fixed soon.
They fixed... Probably will get fixed, but like, you know... Before that happens, I'm sure some shit will go down that we can't save.
I got Tama's report. The QR video seems to be the key to solving this case. She believes Chikara is linked to the Bats 490 video, which is a striking similarity.
He's extremely suspicious. He must be the culprit.
Boss.
I think it's a bit early for that conclusion.
But he said he didn't know about the video, right? If he's willing to lie about one thing, he's willing to lie about everything.
I still think that's a bit unreasonable.
I like the energy. There's a Tengu nose in it? Why? Why the nose specifically?
Ryuki, I'll let you be my chair once this case is solved.
No, I'm okay.
Excuse me. Could you go buy some soy sauce for me?
Why?
I thought I just heard something.
Ah, you mean the cleaning lady.
Oh, it's just the cleaning lady. Wait, what?
I gave Chikara the usual medicine to put him to sleep.
Are you sure that's okay?
What do you mean?
I mean, maybe there are legality issues.
Oh, don't worry about that. The higher-ups will take care of it for me.
Sorry about that. It's just had to get food, dinner. It's tough. I'll switch over to this one for now. Yeah, legality issues.
Why do you ask? I'm the engineer of Abyss. Of course I'm always here.
Yeah, but I've been wondering about something. In November of last year,
You were dishonorably discharged for reasons related to the new Cyclops serial killings, weren't you? You leaked internal police information. Not to mention you aided a criminal in his escape.
There you go.
I made some arrangements behind the scenes. Pewter is a crucial part of Abyss. I couldn't let them lock him up.
you can do that?
Normally, no. But in this case...
Boss has dirt on members of the executive, judicial, and legislative branches of the government.
I am truly grateful to you, boss.
No need to thank me. You just need to be a good little workhorse. Oh, and it'd be great if you could introduce me to some good-looking studs while you're at it.
I know about a dozen.
I'm counting on you.
Abyss is kind of...
This feels kind of wrong.
You get used to it.
You just got here.
In any case, shall we get started? Ryuki, you know what to do. Sync with him.
Ryuki, this isn't your first time syncing. You've delved into Somnium many times in the past 6 months.
Thank you.
So, I'm sure you know without me telling you, but...
I can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. It's alright, I know.
Okay then, let's begin.
What is this place?
It looks like something made by an older generation of CG technology.
I feel like I'd see this in like a 90s, like a late 90s shooter.
Back when it was still hyped up as groundbreaking, huh? Hey, did you see someone just now?
Looks suspicious.
Why don't we ask that person there about it?
Who?
The half?
A lot of questions, like, what happened to your other half?
Not really.
Must be hard to walk. Bench pressing must be tough too.
You really want me to ask about that stuff?
Yeah, do it.
But hey, isn't benching kinda hard?
Hey, why Why are you talking to a statue?
Damn it, Ryuki. Stop wasting my time. We can only be in Somnium for 6 minutes.
Oh.
Damn it. This is getting out of hand.
And this is music! Jesus Christ!
That's Chikara. Tama, follow him.
On this side, my genius left brain harnessing my processing power.
This is loud!
On this side, my brilliant right brain within which my creativity is boundless. The very layout of this facility is mimicking my brain will serve as inspiration for my masterpiece.
What's going on here?
I need to be careful. Can't get too close.
Now, this bionic body's accidental biology. The Bionic Body Creation Program.
Ah!
Bio what?
BBAB.
Bab.
The logical center of the left and the creative center of the right. By combining them, I can create a superhuman.
That's stupid.
Whew, would want that getting out. I hope I never see you again. Goodbye.
No, he ran off.
The fuck was that?
Chikara in this dream world is just as bonkers as he is in real life.
Looks like he doesn't want anyone in this room.
Yeah, you can tell by the conscious antibody in front of the door.
Conscious antibody?
They're an embodiment of a sync subject's caution. When you try to access information that the sync E is trying to hide, it overstimulates the synapse. That makes the body emit a ton of norepinephrine, which creates a conscious antibody within the Somnium.
Well, what does this conscious antibody do?
You see how it says instant death on his crotch there?
No?
Touch him. A massive delay spike will occur in the sync information transfer system.
Which means...
Touch him and our available time in Somnium drops like crazy.
Got it. But how do we get into the room without getting past our do not touch power stance man friend here? What if we use that device that you could...
Well, we just need to get rid of the conscious antibody somehow.
Sometimes I just press a button and it's just like...
using to move instant death power stance man.
I'm sorry, instant death power stance man?
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty appropriate name for him.
Anyway, let's check the device first. Looks like the power is out.
Let's start by activating the device.
Yeah, let's go. Somnium scan, activate!
Mental lock 1. Mental lock 2. Mental lock 3. Mental lock 4. Damn, that's crazy, dude.
The lock on that door is open. Past that is a stone statue with no power.
Power? On a stone statue?
This is Chikara's Somnium. You don't have to think about the logic. Anyway, that door. Let's head past it to the stone statue.
Use the... join the... and create it.
Those who catch fish in bodies of water such as oceans or rivers. They are knowledgeable about the ecology of fish and have many skills that aid them in catching their target. They go out to the ocean pretty much every day, have incredible navigating skills, and a sturdy body.
Sea peoples.
You mean the guys from 1200 AD? Supposedly they were wiped out by a rival Mediterranean kingdom. Not much is known about them.
Huh?
This door is open.
Is this even a door? It's so thin.
That's just how it is in this world. Don't worry about it.
go.
Oh, it moves sideways.
We're here.
That's the stone statue without power. Let's get closer and check it.
Was that instant death on his crotch? Use a machine in the center, join the two stone statues, and create a transcendental superhuman!
Off and on. Is this the switch for the statue? Why don't you feel around that area?
What area?
Whatever feels right, Tama.
Well, you turned him on.
The robot arm control PC has been activated.
Okay. This is just a straight line.
It's on. You're amazing, Tama. Maybe you need to flip.
It says not available. Stone statue activated. Wait, so is it on or off?
Switches for all the statues.
Right. According to the Somnium scan, there are multiple statues. But let's head back to the device.
How did you know there was a switch there? How did you know?
Let's go back to the device.
Oh, wait. Can't we go to the other small room from this room?
How would you do that? It's too high. I can't jump that.
Human, your powers, you can too, if you wanted to.
We can go through here.
I feel like I'm in Cruelty Squad. Jesus Christ, her Ghiblies.
BBAB activating. In this experiment, you can combine two different brains with different functions to create a new human life form.
We just need to choose the left and right brain and combine them like Chikara did. Left, Maasai warrior, fisherman, and A. Right, we can combine different brain functions of the left and right brains and create a new human with characteristics from both.
It seemed like Chikara used that to gain some kind of power earlier. So creating a new human means gaining some kind of superhuman ability.
And you select that power on this?
Oh, I remember seeing another room next to the small room we were in earlier.
Yeah, it was too high, so I couldn't reach.
Maybe we have to give you a power that'll help you get up there.
Worth a shot.
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain
Alright.
function.
We need someone jump good.
The room was high and far. By combining two brain functions that'll allow us to move that distance.
What do you choose, Ryuki?
Please select right brain function.
Side warrior and astronaut.
Left, Maasai warrior. Right, astronaut selected.
I don't even know what Maasai is.
Starting experiment. Experiment successful.
Just like I expected.
Combined, a Maasai warrior's leg strength and the atmosphere-piercing power of an astronaut to gain superhuman leg strength.
Tama, you okay?
I have goosebumps.
It said you gained superhuman leg strength.
Maybe we can get to that other room using that power.
That might be it. Let's give it a shot.
Ryuki, you have 5 minutes left.
Alright, well, let's go then.
This door isn't locked.
Okay.
We've only been making good decisions here, baby.
Let's go.
Okay, ready.
Wow.
That looks really jank.
The experiment worked. Chikara Horadori has done it again. Oh, genetic ecstasy.
Watching right now.
By stimulating the DNA correlating to high leg strength through imagination, it caused a slight transformation in the sequence. This small change has allowed for surpassing the limit of telomeres. We can do anything in this simulation world. There are no limits. What a wonderful world.
I guess things worked out.
So every time we do something right, we have to watch this creepy old dude ascend into the sky?
You want to join?
Hell no. A stone statue without power.
Activate it.
Turn it on, baby.
This stone statue is a racer.
If they mean an autosport driver, those guys are incredibly skilled. They have to make split-second decisions.
That skill might be beneficial in other areas than driving too.
Not to mention, there is a car right there.
I see. Using the driving skill.
But look, that says trap. Driving skill alone might not be enough.
Maybe we can combine it with a brain function that's good at avoiding traps.
I don't remember seeing...
Archaeologist?
Anyway, let's head back to the central room.
At least there's a door that takes us back to the central room instead of having to go all the way back. That's quality of life. I'm gonna guess, archaeologist and driver.
We're here.
Looks like we can open it from this side now.
Yeah. Good job, Ricky. You discovered it.
Beginning experiment.
Good job, man.
Select left brain function.
The car from earlier.
What do you think fits?
Racer.
Please select
Archaeologist.
left. Racer. Right. Archaeologist selected. Starting experiment. Experiment successful. Combined a racer's driving skill and an archaeologist's
Nailed it.
dodging traps.
That's pretty easy, though.
To gain movie protagonist superhuman driving skills.
Guess it's time for love, Dr. Jones.
That should help us dodge any traps.
Ah.
That's so antiquated. Nowadays, sports cars go up against nuclear submarines.
Oh well, this is Shikara's preference. Now let's go back to the room with the car.
Think we can get there from the passage we came from?
Yeah, that should lead you there directly.
4 minutes now.
They've really streamlined this process. It used to be a lot more complex and, like, hard to get through. But they've made this, like, really easy. I'm sure it'll get a bit harder, but apparently it's just easy. And honestly, I kind of prefer that. I kind of like it being easy, because sometimes it absolutely works off of, like bullshit dream logic. Do you like my car?
I could have done this on my own.
Toma, behind you!
Huh?
What the fuck is going on?
I can't do this!
Supersonic racing.
Hey, Toma! The road!
What about the road?
There is no road!
He's at least a little more wacky and fun. Gas, gas, gas. Don't you just step on the gas. Ah! Oh no!
Corpus Callosum is here represented by a treacherous ancient ruin. A theory that links this complex and bizarre passage is now complete. But this should be theoretically impossible. No, there is no impossible in this world. No, this is not good. Not good indeed.
Why don't you think of it as some kind of reward cutscene?
The fact that I have to force myself to think that already makes it not a reward.
Let's turn it on.
Got it.
Is that supposed to be Abraham Lincoln? Are you turning on Abraham Lincoln? I'm pretty much done with dinner, so I'll turn the camera back on. There we go. Hi, 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 hi. Gambler Stone. Oh, the card's in his hand. I just saw the big cat and was like, oh, it's Abraham Lincoln. It's my boy Abe.
This stone statue is a gambler.
I guess that means they have guts.
So this gambler is known for winning bets when the chips are down.
That must mean they can win the big ones without flinching.
Now, let's head back to the central room.
Don't look for it. You can can be by any person. Gas, gas, gas. Why don't you step on the gas? Well, why do we need it? No, I can't touch him.
Go.
It's me, Chikara.
What the hell?
This is no good. No good. No good at all.
Yes, yes, yes. Why don't you step on the yes?
Let's test this.
That fucking face. That damned face he makes.
Chikara's right brain reselection.
What?
What's happening?
The room flew away.
The experiment worked. Chikara. Chikara Horatori has done it again. Genetic ecstasy. This right brain reselection is a function that blows away my past. The past I don't want anyone to see.
Ah!
My brain can be shuffled back into the deck. Goodbye, forbidden memory.
What are we gonna do?
When we drove through the passageway, Chikara said, theoretically impossible and not good. So maybe we did something he wasn't expecting. If we use the device to combine two different brain functions, we might be able to find a way.
If we can prevent Chikara from using his right brain reselection thing, we might be able to make it to the room.
He said something about a memory he doesn't want to be seen.
Huh. What would we need to do, though?
Current ability is left, racer, right.
You have 3 minutes left, Ryuki. Focus.
how will we stop Chikara?
There was something hidden in the room we were in earlier. If only we could pull it back somehow.
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function.
I'm gonna go for fisherman and gambler.
Please select right, left, right. Starting experiment.
I don't know how this is gonna do anything, but whatever.
Experiment successful. Combined, a tuna fisherman's pulling skill and a gambler's ability to make the right choice. To obtain superhuman luck.
Luck. Is this gonna do anything?
Well, try it. Let's fish back the room that flew away.
When we get a fishing rod?
How's it going?
I think I got something.
That must be it. Reel it in.
The experiment worked! Happy Chikara.
Oh my god.
Story has done it again. Oh, genetic ecstasy.
I hate him.
The memory I want to leave behind has already been shuffled.
I hate this guy so much.
This memory's no good either. I thought I deleted it. No. No. If you succeed with the Eternal Youth experiment, my memory will be discovered.
Hmm.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Chikara's memory was replaced with something else.
But it got replaced with another memory he didn't want seen. It might be worth looking into.
Chikara said that if the Eternal Youth experiment is successful, his memory will be discovered.
So if we complete the research on that device...
We might be able to defeat Instant Death Power Stance Man over there and get into the room he's guarding.
That stone statue is a little different.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go.
That stone statue has...
Chikara's face hastily slapped on.
Chikara said that using Purge, he can create an ageless and undying body.
But if we use the stone statue...
Turn it on.
Oh no.
What's the problem?
Seeing this face? Are you sure about
Oh, I'm from base department. Won't let you know your application has been accepted. Oh, thank God.
Fine, okay.
Hey there, Specs. How you doing? Saw you were doing some of the World of Warcraft?
Oh, you didn't want to touch the crotch because of Chikara's face.
Oh, you just figured it out, Ryuki. My theory is almost complete. The creator of a man who is... Yeah, pretty sure I'm not doing Keystones on Tuesday. But it is Tuesday. Only had shooters to pick from. All the good people are on their mains doing higher tier keys or raiding. Ah. Alright. I guess we go back to the machine.
It would be nice to create eternal youth in life.
And something that will let us get rid of
They were in
instant
keys
death
from
power
now on.
stance man.
When all the good people are on their
Beginning
alts doing
experiment.
lower keys.
Please
Yeah.
select left brain function.
Left brain function.
Please select right brain function.
Chikara.
N.A. Right. Starting experiment.
You will now just be Chikara.
Error.
It's an error.
I guess NA isn't a job.
I wonder what it's for.
The creator of man who blank is blank. I'm gonna try Maasai Warrior. The eternal youth and life is another function that allows us to deal with instant death power stance man. I'll do Maasai Warrior and Chikara.
Left, Maasai Warrior. Right, start. Combined, a Maasai Warrior's battles to create an undying and unaging warrior.
Funny that the machine is on a first-name basis with Chikara.
Now we can finally beat up instant death power stance man.
All right, let's go.
You only have 2 minutes. Hurry, Ryuki.
I'm getting to it, boss.
Let's go! Now! We did it!
Ah!
The experiment worked. Oh, happy, happy, happy. Why should humans die? What a waste it is to perish. The research results are splendid. But now is not the time. Not now. Not now.
If Chikara gets in our way again, no amount of time is enough time. Let's go.
A little speed, Tama. A little speed, please. We're trying to hurry something up here.
It is Chikara's memory that he doesn't want to be seen.
Turn it on.
Do we have to connect it with Chikara?
A 9-stone statue.
9. 9 in Roman numerals.
She's got to have the steady Dio walk. Yeah.
Of 9.
Maybe he has.
Otherwise, she doesn't true stand.
Or
I guess she kind of is a stand, huh?
9 people.
This stone statue. Maybe we use it.
Maybe it's Title 9.
Should we go back to the central device?
Let's do it.
We can go through here. Let's go.
Stand up power. Yeah, she's got the hat. That's true. There was a thing called wink syncing, where you give like a quick sync on someone, and to do it, Ryuki does like this, like that. He did that exact pose.
Decide what 2 brain functions you will combine?
Yeah.
100%.
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function.
Shit, dude.
Beginning experiment.
Combining with the 9 from earlier.
NA
Please select
with 9.
and right. Start.
This again?
Let's see. Oh!
What? Why?
What? The fuck is Daft Punk doing here? Fisherman approved you can fish in this game? If this was just a visual novel but it had a random fishing minigame that was like incredibly in-depth, that'd be amazing. Oh, you're fucking kidding me! There's no way! That can't be real! Are you telling me Iris from the first game was fucking correct?
Ryuki, this is...
I know. That's 490.
It's all for so... Like, Knights at Laws was the crazy conspiracy Illuminati group that Iris made because she had a fucking brain tumor. And she made it up and she made people think that she was being followed by fucking Knights at Laws. It was Pepe Sylvia. He doesn't even exist. How do I keep getting his mail? Are any people working for real? Nice. Oh my god.
Japanese Knights at Law's branch.
It's her.
Tokiko Shigure.
I apologize for visiting so late at night. I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department.
Oh, it's that guy again.
Mr. Ryuki, is it? Mamoru, my secretary, has already informed me. I hear you've come to ask about Jin Furue's murder.
Murder. This is the president's office on the top floor of the building, containing the Japanese mansion Knights at Laws. Saw something in Somnium. Someone who looked like they were in Knights was making the Bats 490 video. And that's why we ended up here. Came to his office talk. So did Iris just find that, see that name and go, Illuminati, when she had her brain tumor? What should I call this? A pond, maybe? Is there to investigate a shit poster? Well, no, because in Bats 490, if you remember, that had a code in it that led to a place where people just disappeared. That's doll, office desk, symbol.
Non-Yupal X, the symbol of nines.
Non-Yupal means consisting of 9. You know how there's single, double, triple? Non-Yupal is the 9th.
So non-Yupal X means 9 X's?
Seems so.
Did you know that Nizatlaws is derived from 9x at lozenge?
That's...
Lozenge referring to a diamond shape. In other words, Nizatlaws means the 9 X's of the diamond.
You guys are weird. Big window here. A weird place.
Why would they make something like this indoors?
Who knows?
Because it looks cool. I'm weak singing you.
It was a heat of the moment thing, but I ended up quitting my job. I don't regret punching that scumbag, but...
Oh yeah, by the way, just to let you know, this is the,
Got 10 children to think about.
10? So this guy was a bodyguard to a politician in the first game, and in the true ending, you find out that he punched the shit out of him, and left the job because he hated the guy.
What? A job? With the conditions I requested? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do anything, as long as it's not illegal.
Say something funny.
Something funny. There, I said it.
Yeah?
Your badge.
That's something phony.
Damn!
What is this? A vaudeville routine?
Come on, Tama! I'm right here!
Yeah, but I'm also her bodyguard. I used to be a bodyguard for a certain politician until the end of last year. He was a piece of human garbage. Slugged him in the face and resigned. Then ended up here thanks to an acquaintance introducing me. I was only hired recently. I don't know much about it, really.
I can't wink sync her anymore?
Judging by the way you asked that, I assume that's Jin's estimated time of death?
Well, yeah.
Well, yes.
I was in Okinawa from the night of the 8th. I had a seminar to attend on the 9th and 10th. I returned to Tokyo late last night.
I checked the logs for hotels and airports, for smartphone access points, and the security footage for each location. It's true that Tokiko was in Okinawa from the 8th to the 10th.
So she has an alibi.
Well, that's a solid alibi.
As long as you presume Jin's body wasn't brought back with her from Okinawa.
I had a very hard time finding the place. After all, NICE is a secret organization hidden from the public.
That's a good thing Boss just happened to know someone who knew this location. Otherwise, we would.
They are secret then.
Even after I got inside the building, it wasn't easy. The guards, the security gates. If I hadn't met Mamoru at the entrance, I probably wouldn't even have made it to this office.
I know about Abyss, and I know it's trustworthy. That's why I let you through to talk to the president.
Well, thank you, Mamoru.
Anyway, I had heard of NICE, the secret organization. But I thought it was just an urban legend. I can't believe it actually exists.
Yes, there has been all sorts of gossip about us. Some claim we're a secret society of Satanists, or that we have something to do with a sequence of binary code that came from space.
That's what Iris thought. That last one.
That's all nonsense. Made-up stories that become more and more embellished as they were passed on. Rumors are quite a terrifying thing. NICE is a perfectly legitimate ideological society. Our headquarters are located in New York, with many branches in cities throughout the world. This is one such branch.
But is it real though? Well, a lot of what Iris said had to do with the Wadjet system, which is what makes the AI in Tama and Aiba so exquisite. The reason why their AI is so realistic is because of this Wadjet system. And she thought Wadjet was the thing that was like its own, like an alien like AI that came from another planet to, was it something like that, or like AI, or like aliens sent the code that created the Wadjet system out into space, and that's how we created the Wadjet system. You'd have to watch the first game to really kind of fully understand it. But you find out in the end she was completely insane because of the brain tumor.
This is a common misconception, but NICE is not a religious organization. We are a group of like-minded individuals who act together based on a certain understanding of the universe.
Because like that leads to the ending where you see Iris die because of the brain tumor.
And that is?
The simulation theory. Have you heard of it?
And when you go inside her mind, when you sync with her both times, it's pretty crazy. Like, there's a bunch of crazy shit going on.
That the world is an artificial simulation of reality created by someone or something.
In the first sync you do with her, you're in a version of this game called Shovel Forge, which is Minecraft. She likes playing Shovel Forge when she streams. And you use the power of dance to fight away Nizet laws. And then the other one has to do with like some legend she learned where if you like I think it's like some fruit, some like forbidden fruit, it makes you immortal. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, might be very important. Considering that they've talked about immortality earlier. Who knows? Maybe there's something there.
That's the theory.
Game theory! Or it's a One Piece reference? Could be. The devil fruit!
Yes. It's a false world constructed with specific rules by a program.
Wait, sorry.
And if it is made by a program, there must by necessity...
I was never like a huge simulation fan. When a whole established world just turns out to be a simulation, that kind of... Like with Danganronpa, it made sense. Danganronpa 2. But with like this, if this actually turns out to be a simulation, I'll be kind of disappointed that this whole world is just fake.
To find these seams, or to create them, is our objective.
Why would you do that?
If you tear at the seams of a cloth, it will unravel.
That's why I don't enjoy the Matrix outside of it just being... I mean... The whole, like, Matrix... You mean the whole theory that maybe them getting out of the Matrix is still the Matrix? Yeah. That could be possible. But that's just a theory. It's not like... I don't think they ever confirmed that the Matrix... That once you get out of the Matrix, it's still the Matrix. The first movie is pretty good, though. Same with Inception, but that movie's objectively worse. I liked Inception. And that wasn't even a simulation. There was just this idea of like, am I in the dream or am I still, or am I outside of it? And I thought that was actually pretty cool.
Thusly, we will tear at the seams of the program until it
Are you sure you want to mess with the program if there is one?
emancipated. That is our ultimate goal.
I liked Inception. Might not have been the best movie, but it was like entertaining. And it had some very like it had some really good just scenes and shots.
This old hack has
I had to watch it again. What was his name that made it? This is some Pokemon bad guy team mentality. Well, I mean, yeah, she's dressed like one. Old. Hold on. Hold on. She isn't on here yet. Damn. Oh, yeah, Oda. Let's see how he's doing. He's male. He's 24. Cooks at Machina, light novel author, self-proclaims. He likes A-set and chocolate. He dislikes enemies of A-set and people who lecture. His hobbies are internet idols and maid cafes. Skills are cooking, and driving. Up until recently, he was unemployed, but now he runs Matsushita Diner. After finding out Tessa likes the occult, he brushed up his knowledge on the subject, close with Mizuki, Kizuna, and Amame. I still hate Oda, but yeah, whatever. Oh, wait! What kind of Tsukomi do you like? What's Tsukomi? Hold on. Tsukomi. Manzai is a traditional style of comedy in Japanese culture comparable to double act comedy or stand-up comedy. What's Manzai? What's Tsukomi? Do you know? Specs? Boke and Tsukomi are generally translated to the fool or funny man, and the sharp man or straight man. Oh, the comedy with two people where one of them makes a joke and the other goes, no, that's stupid. Okay. It's the bottom one. I'll go with metaphorical. This is Tamagotchi. I became a child here. Tell me more here. On top is like, what if jokes here. Alright. Just gonna save, by the way, because I think it's wonderful you're talking about it. Talking about what?
Worried about money?
I want 5 quadrillion yen.
You're messing around, right? You don't really have worries, do you?
Is it bad if I don't have any?
Are you malfunctioning? Are you bored?
I'm not bored.
Oh, really? So I guess that means you're busy? But you still came here. Let's see.
What's wrong with you? Get back to your station and do your job. Once you're done, come back so you can help me pass the time. I'll be waiting.
Look kind of hot. Maybe it's just my imagination.
I feel kind of hot. Maybe it's just my imagination.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything, okay?
What'd you do? Oh, right. I was gonna save. Okay.
Considering the fact that you are here, I assume it would be pointless to hide it. Indeed, I had my subordinates create that video. Bats 490 was an ARG. just a game. But there was a high-level encryption hiding a message within. We have been seeking high IQ individuals with the capability to decode it. The purpose was to recruit them into NICE.
So this QR video was made for the same reason?
I am aware of that video. I saw it on the... However, it's completely unrelated to NICE. I assume someone made it with the intent to imitate Bats 490.
What do you think, Tama?
Hard to say on that alone.
Do you mean the man from Horodori Institute of Genetics?
So you do know him. I'm actually here because of a tip I got from him.
Chikara is under arrest?
No, he was just released earlier. We didn't have enough evidence to keep him detained.
I see. The intersection between the warp and weft. That's where the seam can occur.
I don't understand.
You will someday. It is a prophecy. It will be fulfilled eventually.
What is that?
Thanks for showing that to me. Why are you showing me your holes?
It's a hand sign we use. It's meant to resemble the sign behind me.
Can you keep showing me your hands?
Chikara is a former member of NICE.
Former?
Though this was over 20 years ago. When he left us, he became an avid believer in the Order of Percent.
What?
Order of Percent?
It's an organization that split off from NICE. You could say they are a sect. The Order of Percent is a religious sect, whereas we are an ideological society.
Ah, he's religious.
Despite our common roots, we are heading in completely different directions.
Then how did Chikara know that NICE created Bats 490?
I wouldn't know about that. Perhaps he asked an acquaintance from NICE. By the way, would you mind if I asked you a question?
What is it?
Are you perhaps a Freyer?
A what?
Freyer?
Frey to free.
I am asking the person within you.
What?
I will ask you one more time.
She knows about the AI?
Are you a Freyer?
No?
I see. Then I must have been mistaken.
What is a Freyer? Frey. Right.
Frey to free.
It was written on that sign.
Frey can mean fight, but it can also mean to wear out or tear.
Remember what Tokiko said. Their ultimate goal is to break down this world and emancipate its people.
Miss Shigure, are you sure NICE didn't make the QR video?
We did not.
But the word Frey was written on that sign in the QR code.
We of NICE are only involved in Bats 490, which we created half a year ago. We are not the ones who created the QR video.
So is that why people disappear? Is because you're inducting them into their in this fucking secret society?
The word Frey being displayed on that sign must be a coincidence.
That can't be just a coincidence.
Oh, but it can. After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation. A false world created by a program. And such programs always have some glitches lurking under the surface. We call such glitches seams. Coincidences like this are a manifestation of such glitches. Proof of imperfection. Proof of the seams. The appearance of Jin's corpse is also likely to be an example of such phenomenon.
What?
Are you familiar with the Philadelphia experiment?
It's a top-secret military experiment that's said to have taken place in the American city of Philadelphia on October 28, 1943. A powerful electromagnetic wave was fired towards the USS Eldridge, a destroyer-class warship. Supposedly, the reason for doing this was to conceal the ship from showing up on radar. But as soon as the experiment began, something strange happened. The Eldridge was enshrouded in a greenish mist, then vanished. Afterward, it appeared at a military port in Norfolk, nearly 200 miles away from the shipyard in Philadelphia. Sometime later, it reappeared in its original position again.
So you're saying it teleported?
Is that an actual thing? Why is there a sequel to Philadelphia Experiment? That actually happened, yes. Thought reports and accounts of it are vague at best. So not really so something that Uchikoshi would definitely look into and go, I could put this in my game. Interesting.
Well, it's nothing but an urban legend. Just an occult story with low credibility.
Maybe they tell a story directly to Tokiko.
Yes, exactly. However, the story doesn't end there.
Oh?
When the USS Eldridge returned to Philadelphia, there were several sailors on board, but some of them had melted like a rotten banana, while others ended up with their bodies entirely burned and blackened. Others were said to have merged with the steel hull, their bodies having become a piece of the ship. Does that sound familiar?
You mean Jin? Are you saying his right half teleported here?
It isn't impossible. If a seam was torn, that is.
Impossible.
Oh, these are definitely some intriguing ideas, but we're still pretty early in the game, so I don't think they're real. I like standing here. Ah!
You like this park, don't you, Ryuki?
I feel calm when I'm around nature. It's like I can feel the buzz inside me quieting down. Tama, what do you think about what Tokiko said earlier? Is something like teleportation really possible?
Hey, come on. I told you the Philadelphia Experiment is just an urban legend.
How else can you explain what happened with Jin? We can't deny that his right half suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
Jeez. Then why don't we find out for ourselves?
What do you mean? You want to go to the studio right now?
No need. Just close your eyes.
My eyes?
Just do it.
Okay.
Oh god, she pulls out the whip! I believe there are actual accounts of the crew of that ship being deceased, though. Credible accounts, though? I guess not. With a story like that, that's like the lights over... What was it? Like the story of, like, alien lights over one of those cities. I forgot what it was called. Gave it a good credibility situation, but it was never confirmed.
Are you serious?
We're in Studio Devita, aren't we?
It just seems that way. We're not actually there. Last night, I scanned every nook and cranny of the scene. What you're looking at now is what I replicate.
Wow. It's like I'm actually there. The corpse looks so real.
Want me to put a mosaic over it?
Uncensored is fine.
Just one of those mysteries I doubt the military will ever declassify or admit to.
Now, less digressing and more investigating. Your objective is to solve the mystery behind the sudden appearance of Jin's right half.
Man, we don't have stories like those anymore.
Alright, let's start looking around.
Like crazy batshit stuff. Oh, you just get shit like current events. Yeah, it's boring. I changed this from what you can expect will change.
Wow, I can switch to X-ray mode too.
That's because I've gathered all data from the scene.
Oh god, he has a little virgin run. Look at it, look at that.
Maybe it's for having tea during breaks.
Pathetic.
These aren't good for much other than for show.
Needs a Chad Mizuki run. I don't think we've actually gotten her run yet, but I'm sure it'll look a little more dominant than this. It's a seat for the quiz show contestants. It's a sheet for the quiz. It's a sheet. It's a shit. It's a shit.
Looks like
I'm outta here.
so the performers can check how they look on screen.
Very maid. This is the turbo version, right? Very maidenless behavior.
I wonder how deep this sign is embedded.
What do we do at times like these?
Right, the X-ray.
Like I mentioned yesterday, Jin's estimated time of death is 6 o'clock on February 9th. Based on the time his corpse appeared, it should be about 40 hours ago. Rigor mortis seems to be fading already. It's not completely gone yet, but the body has somewhat softened at this point.
I thought rigor mortis sets in. Does it start softening after a while?
It should take more time to get to this stage if it's been on a rooftop in the winter. That's why I think this corpse was kept indoors. Someplace warm.
Yeah? Huh. Anakin's there. Yep.
The bottom part of the signboard is stuck pretty deep in there.
God, it's so bright on the screen. HDR is fucking me up. When sections fade and disperse off the muscles, just like how your body relaxes a few hours after a workout. Yeah.
There's a bit of a curve at the tip. Kind of like a man.
Tama!
What?
Couldn't you have compared it to a fish hook or something?
Well, it won't come out easily. Whoever stuck it in probably didn't want it pulled out.
Of course not. A signboard would be
How far in there is it?
It's useless unless it's standing.
No shaft, just balls and tip.
Let's not go there.
No, that's not what I meant.
It's stuck in the cork, so it's difficult to remove.
What's this? There's something inside the body.
Yeah, it looks like a soda cane.
Three things catch my attention. First, a mixture of potassium chlorate, sulfur, and red phosphorus.
Why is that in his chest?
This is probably a fire starter.
Oh, the bomb.
Ignite very easily.
The bomb.
The fuse is
I forgot he
closed,
exploded.
extends from there.
The fuel.
By the
Fuse.
way, the fuse includes an oxidizing agent.
Yeah, I forgot about the bomb
that
part.
continue to burn even inside.
He did explode, yes.
Finally, at the end of the fuse is a powder mixture of iron oxide and aluminum. This is a substance that causes a thermite reaction. When ignited, it creates heat of over 3,000 degrees Celsius and burns
So it's...
violently.
So how did a bomb end up in him? So like... It's the cut that killed him. 40 hours later, he ends up here with a bomb inside of him and a sign sticking out of his body.
Getting up. It's like a spider's thread. Oh, even thinner.
My analysis concludes that this is a CNT, or carbon nanotube.
Sounds like terrorist kick on.
Graphene sheets with the thickness of a single carbon atom. These were rolled into a cylindrical shape to make these nanotubes. The diameter is about 0.4 nanometers.
That's small.
A single nanometer is 1/1000th of 1 meter, so it's not visible to the naked eye.
What? But I can see it.
That's because this thread is made by bundling multiple CNTs. I've also enhanced your vision so you'd be able to see it. By the way, CNTs are extremely durable.
So what, was he like dropped down?
They're elastic and hard to break, and it's said that their theoretical maximum tensile strength is 50 times that of steel. Anyway, where is the other end of the CNT connected?
Follow it up. So his body must have been in the rafters at some point. So this one wasn't teleported.
That way. Over by that red lamp.
There's no way that could like be caused by teleportation. This was set up. This one was set up. The one in... seems debunked to me. Yes, but the one in the football stadium Or the soccer stadium, whatever one you want to pick.
What's this?
That's just there, and it was 9 hours. Our writer. This one was fake. Our writers. This one was created by a writer. Gotcha.
It's the light switch.
Lights went off. Body was plopped.
The CMT is tied to it.
But the one in the stadium, that one was 9 hours died 9 hours ago. So there is something really crazy going on here.
Okay, looks like.
But how can a like extremely fresh body, half of a body, appear in a stadium 6 years later? That's the question. Fresher than the one we found here.
Using the clues we've gathered so far, we should.
Freeze. There was no evidence of freezing or anything.
You mean the mystery of how Jin's body appeared? That's what you're talking about, right?
Yep.
There's gonna be some crazy shit, I'm sure. The truth reenactment allows you to find the truth of the information you have gathered. Answer Thomas' question with the best answer. Only by correctly answering questions will the truth be reenacted.
Let's get on that now. First thing, about that power outage when the body appeared. Was it really just a power outage?
I was wondering about that too.
What's not a power outage?
The lights came back on way too quickly. Plus, if the power did go out, the stream should have cut out at the same time.
But it didn't.
But the stream went on, no problem.
The lights were shut off.
So it wasn't an outage. The lights were switched off.
So how did the lights get turned off?
Well, I think I know what did it.
How did the... Oh, yeah, does someone flip the light switch?
That's the switch that powers the light.
Yeah, let's not overthink this. Someone simply walked up...
I really needed to make that Columbo. It's just one more thing.
But no one was near the switch when the lights went out. Let's try to think of something else.
No one was by the switch?
There were bundled CMT...
It was tied to the light switch. Someone pushed the body, and that, like, activated the light switch?
We were routed through the ceiling beams.
Well, no, the body fell after the lights went off.
But a dead body can't pull strings.
Oh, hello there, sexy Scrimblow.
No, but it
Didn't realize you're floating there.
From the ceiling, I mean.
Now that you mention it, I thought I heard something hit the floor, right?
Yeah, no, it was dropped. This half of the body was dropped. The other one, we don't know. We just found it in the stadium.
The body fell from the ceiling and tugged on the CMT, which caused the light switch to turn off.
So on to the next question. The corpse was hidden up in the ceiling, right? Then how did it fall?
I'm guessing it's not that the culprit dropped it. That might be a bit too obvious. And I don't think anyone saw it. Rigor mortis?
The body must have been placed in the ceiling like a bridge between two beams. It would stay up there but as time passes and rigor mortis lessens...
I hate that, like, the triggers also activate.
And that's what made it fall down. Now, for the final question...
So, that's, like, a pretty easy setup, then. You don't even have to, like, really set up anything on your end. Just let the body soften, it falls, the light turns off, there's a body.
Why did the body explode and burn?
Well, that can be explained by using the X-ray mode.
Yeah! If only I could see it! Oh. What should I do to relax? Aerial yoga. Still doing it-y?
The signboard is stuck. So how did the...
Maybe the signboard was a bomb.
What?
No. The body was a bomb. We figured that out. Hot yoga!
It's because of the contraption set up inside the body. The ignition agent combusted from the impact of the body hitting the ground. The fire went up the coiled fuse and onto the substance that triggered a thermite reaction. The substance was eventually ignited, causing a huge explosion.
So that interval between the fall and explosion was because of the time it took for the fire to reach the end of the fuse. I get it. It was hard to find traces of that trick because it was such an analog method.
All right, I think we're starting to figure things out here.
Yeah!
So you can turn off this VR space now.
No, not yet. That was just a rehearsal. We still have the main show.
What do you mean?
We're recreating the culprit's actions.
Are you telling me to do that?
You're the only actor here, aren't you?
Actor?
This kind of feels like a closing argument.
So, I'm Tama, the director and camera operator. Now that I'm in the director's chair, I'm not going to tolerate shoddy acting.
Are we recording something?
Of course we are. We're testing a theory here, so we need to create something that can be viewed objectively.
I have no idea what you're going on about.
Shut your stupid mouth, you third-rate bit part actor!
God!
Are you too much of a moron to figure this out without the director having to tell you everything?
But...
Just zip it and play the culprit. If we're doing this, we're going for the Macademy Award.
Macademy?
Macademy?
Like, the nuts?
Enough! Let's get this started! Ready? Action!
Hi! I'm, the culprit who killed Jin. Now, prepare to witness an amazing show featuring this corpse.
Not only is your acting amateurish, but I don't even understand what kind of character you're trying to play here.
I am an amateur.
Well, this is just the beginning, so I'll give you a pass for now.
Let's start with the positioning of the body. Where and how was it placed?
Well... It was right here. The body was placed so it was hung like a bridge between two beams.
You can place it.
Oh, okay.
From rigor mortis. So that's how they did the light trick.
Carbon nanotubes, CNT, were tied to the body. The CNT went up the beams and extended downward, onto the light switch.
CNT is too thin to be seen with the naked eye, so no one noticed it.
I've got it all set up. Now I just need to wait for the rigor mortis to subside.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in character?
Boy! I sure hope the corpse gets softer soon! Soft and squishy! Like an octopus!
This scene makes no sense.
I'm cutting it out.
You made me do it!
I love these fucking idiots.
Began to subside.
What kind of switch has off on the above position?
Inside it, the fire travels up the fuse line.
Soon after, a staff member turns on the lights.
Bam! A body appears, as if it teleported in out of nowhere. Sometime later, the burning fuse inside the body reaches the...
You can assign them either direction. It's common outside of the States, to be honest.
And that is the truth behind the corpse's sudden appearance and explosion.
Good work. I got some nice footage of the reenactment.
I still don't understand why the acting was necessary.
We won an Academy Award. I know you can sign them either direction, but, you know, I always associate on with up. You know, off, down. That just made the most sense to me.
It all makes sense now. That corpse didn't teleport here after all.
Of course it didn't. Though the culprit obviously wanted it to seem that way.
Half of a body just suddenly appearing out of nowhere. Just like the Philadelphia experiment. Someone went through all that trouble to make it look like something strange occurred.
I think they also wanted to draw as much attention as possible to that sign. All so they could spread that QR video.
The culprit must have wanted the body to fall during the live stream, right? It would have been pointless otherwise. But could they really predict when rigor mortis would
I mean, it was a 6-hour live stream.
The culprit didn't put the corpse up on the ceiling beams while it was completely stiff. It had to have been after the body had started to soften, just slightly. That way, they could estimate that the body would fall in a few hours or so. The stream was scheduled for a whole 6 hours. The culprit was fine as long as the body fell sometime during that period.
Why did the culprit blow up the corpse?
Their goal was to make it seem like a supernatural phenomenon.
Because it would give away the trick?
Right.
So that's why they caused a thermite reaction and destroyed the CNT.
TNT is highly flammable carbon material. Doesn't stand a chance against 3,000 degree temperature, but it bonds with oxygen to create carbon dioxide, which helps extinguish the flame.
That body fell from the studio ceiling. If it fell sideways when it landed, the culprit's plans would have been ruined.
Yes, like you said, it would have been pointless unless the sign was standing erect. Just like a man's you-know-what.
Stop it.
Again with that joke? Besides, it is not...
So it starts a fire, melts the tube, which then suffocates the fire.
What?
There was another purpose to the sign. It's the same reason darts and rockets have tails.
I get it. The cut surface would naturally face the ground because of that sign. It was meant to control the body's posture as it fell.
Aerodynamic shit?
So,
Caused quite the strange spectacle, yeah.
The culprit's motive was to make this seem like a supernatural phenomenon and to spread the QR video, right?
I don't know if that's all there is to it, but probably.
I wonder why Jin was chosen.
Who knows?
Where could his left side be?
It hasn't been found yet. Anyway, starting our search with the people who might have the intel we need is the #1 rule of investigation, right?
Like who?
Jin's right half was up in the studio ceiling the whole time we were shooting the show. There must be someone who knew about it, or at least noticed it.
You mean... the director, Shinpei Wagai?
Right.
Where is he now?
But why would he do this?
Using a smartphone GPS.
They were trying to say?
He's in Akihabara right now. At the Maid Cafe, Sunfish...
Of course he is! I thought he was a married man. What's he doing at a maid cafe? Come on! Quite crowded.
There he is.
Ah, shit.
What?
Damn.
That could hurt someone. Besides me.
Firing your gun in here? Are you insane? There are customers and staff in here.
My bad.
An apology is not gonna cut it.
Several people have called the authorities. The local police should be here soon.
Alright, now you look
You just let me go.
extremely suspicious.
My girl's pregnant, right? I can't go to jail. That's what I needed money to take care of my kid.
Accepted whose offer?
Some guy named Terror. I don't know his real name. Haven't seen his face or heard his voice either. All my contacts.
So you pull a gun on me?
What did he ask you to do?
He said.
I want to borrow your studio for an hour or so on the 10th before you start preparing for the stream. Now, anyone who's here during this time, that includes you. All you need to do is keep the entrance unlocked. That's all. I'll pay you $5 million. If everything goes well, I'll pay you on the night of the 11th.
So me and the staff haven't met this Terror guy at all. I don't know what happened in the studio either. I had no idea that was gonna happen.
So you pulled a gun on us nonetheless. Come to Class 3A at Sekiba High. You'll get your money there.
Class 3A at Sekiba High.
Ryuki!
Yeah, let's go.
I wanted to talk to some of the girls here. Some of them looked cute. Damn him pulling out a gun. Uh-oh. What is it? What's in here? Oh!
The director of Horodori Institute of Genetics.
Oh, no.
No way. It can't be.
Yeah, I'm not completely sad, but, you know, that's not money. Is the money inside the baddie? Is the 5 mil here though? Yeah, where's some money? Hey. I want to keep going, but I should probably stop at some point. Maybe at 9. We'll stop at 9.
Mr. Date told me about this shrine.
Oh, hey.
The place is so full of nature, just like Yoyagi Park.
This is where Date trained Miyuki and Mizuki in fighting.
I see.
Tama, do you mind giving me some support?
What do you mean?
I've been thinking about Chikara's murder.
Are you sure you're okay, Ryuki?
What do you mean?
I feel like all of this has been taking a huge mental toll on you.
I mean, we found 2 people cut in half.
More importantly, can you recreate the crime scene for me? I just need to close my eyes, right?
Yeah, but... Fine. I'll play along. You are technically my master. I can't disobey your orders.
Thanks. Let's start then.
Oh, hold on, I need to plug something in.
It's perfect. It's just like the real thing.
I learned how to do 3D modeling in a correspondence course. Back when I was a student, my grandma told me I should learn a skill set.
What? Grandma?
I'm not!
Oh.
Ryuki, can you not rub your face on it? I'm sorry, Ryuki. This might freak you out, but there's something I have to tell you. Will you hear me out?
What?
The thing is, this corpse is so cowardly that... it has no guts!
What?
Someone's dead, Tama.
I know. That was so bad. The joke was over before I even said it. But I just had to do it. I mean, look, the corpse is completely missing its guts. I couldn't let this chance pass me by.
It's horrible, Tama. Reason the corpse is on the blackboard is because it doesn't have internal organs anymore. The open space inside the body has a lower pressure than the outside. It's similar to how suction cups work. With Tama on this one? Not you two.
Chikara's right side. The cross-section is stuck right onto the blackboard.
What's the estimated time of death?
Based on the time the body was discovered, that would make it about 4 hours ago.
So, around 8 p.m. on February 11th, right around the time we were meeting with Tokiko.
Looks like there aren't any other clues here.
Well, he's not the bad guy.
Well, satisfied?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
That's my assumption. I can't think of any other suspects.
Just who is this terror?
I wouldn't be having so much trouble if I...
Terrorists. Because terror doesn't have to end in wrist.
At Chikara's time of death, and she was in Okinawa during the incident with Jin.
Yeah, at the very least, it seems unlikely that she did it personally.
But something has been bothering me. I feel like Tokiko is involved somehow. Chikara was...
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to look up her age. They called her an old hag. How old is she really? 53? Damn. It's not bad.
a member of NICE, and he knew about Bats 490.
Yeah, but she's a nutball? Yeah, true. Don't stick your dick in crazy, kids. Don't do that. It may seem worth it. It's not.
The Philadelphia experiment had happened.
After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation. A false world created by a program.
She had
So, like-
done all this to give her claim credibility?
I don't know.
I don't know how to
It's
do it.
possible.
Whatever. It's like this, right?
I checked the footage, but I didn't see anyone. Of course, that place is huge, so there are plenty of areas the security cameras don't cover.
Any cameras on campus?
None. Do you remember what Gen said? The security at Sekiba High is completely lacking. I think he was lying about the money. Terror probably wanted someone to find Chikara's body.
You mean he wanted Chimpei to find it?
Not necessarily. It might have been for the police. Terror might have predicted that someone from the police would contact Chimpei.
In any case, let's go see Tokiko. I have to talk to her.
Understood. We've come this far. I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
We'll talk with her and then we'll call
I've
it.
been expecting you. I thought you would be arriving soon.
What do you mean?
I mean, I knew you would come see me.
Ah! What food do you make your visiting friends? I will make you Why does it have to be eel? What do you want, Specs? Let's go with eel sushi. I'll just go with eel sushi. Never had great or eel sushi in a long time. Never had hitsumibashi. Soup it is. What sunglasses?
Aren't sunglasses.
Where are they?
It's a fairy's black bra.
What a degenerate.
What? What a weirdo. It's Mamoru, Tokiko's secretary's bodyguard. Absolute pervert wearing a black bra on his face.
Not really. She's a kind woman. But I obviously wouldn't tell you even if I did know something. As her secretary, it's part of my job to protect her secrets.
Mamoru is an excellent employee who faithfully fulfills his duties. I have complete trust in him.
I'm honored to hear that. I respect you from the bottom of my heart as well.
Gag.
As you know, this is the president's office at the Nye's Japan branch.
The world is full of rubbish. Such things should all be washed away. That was my thinking when I designed this room.
Oh, they fucking? Yeah, they fucking.
The flow of water cleanses one's heart, just like the flow of time. The symbol of Nyes, the non-Yapal X. There are 4 unseen X's hidden within. They represent the truth of the world you live in. That is yet another meaning inside the non-Yapal X.
Not really hidden, are they? I can see them.
I've solved the mystery, Miss Shigure. Jin's right half didn't teleport. It was just made to seem that way. It should have been obvious when you think about it. Teleportation?
That's not the most absurd thing.
In a simulation? This is a fake world created by a program? Impossible. Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense.
Jesus Christ, Ryuki.
Like UFOs.
Everything you ever think is stupid.
I'm sure there are people who'd like to believe in these things. And there are groups who profit by making people believe.
Mr. Ryuki, it appears as though there's been some misunderstanding. We of Nyes have nothing to do with this.
Are you sure about that? All the pieces would fit together if Nyes is the one that made the QR video. The falsified paranormal phenomenon. What was written on the signboard. It all advances your...
Isn't a myth.
Could it be that you wanted to spread the QR video by showing that sign along with the corpse on stream?
Kappa isn't a myth. Golden Kappa, however.
Who made the QR video? What is the purpose of the QR video in the first place? Are you saying there is some message urging people to join Nyes in it? I know of the incident, of course. However...
Yes, I know you have an alibi. We were here, having a conversation during the time of Chikara Horadori's death. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're completely innocent. You are the president of Nyes. Surely you have plenty of subordinates who can do your bidding.
Are you implying I ordered someone to kill him?
It's a possibility.
And what would be my motive?
Well...
There you go.
What Tokiko said.
It's all about the motive.
Horadori is an avid believer in the Order of Percent. Their order and Nyes are heading in completely different directions.
Perhaps Nyes and the Order of Percent are hostile.
I see. You're suggesting there was a conflict between organizations. It is true that Nyes and the Order of Percent have differing beliefs. However, we are not at odds with one another. Both organizations believe in the simulation theory. In that respect, we are comrades. No, I don't.
Then do you know about Terror?
I've heard that name on the news, yes. This is about the culprit, is it not?
Yes, but...
I have absolutely no idea who it could be. I'm sorry I can't help you, but... We are living in a simulation, a false world. And from this false world, we seek emancipation. That is what Nyes believes. On the other hand, the Order of Percent, we are living in a simulation, a false world. But they wish to remain imprisoned within it. Forever.
Forever?
Mr. Ryuki, have you ever played an open-world game where you play as a criminal?
I'd never do that.
A game that lets you rob, murder, blow things up, leave a trail.
I'd never play such a game. No.
An absurd, heinous game where you can freely.
I'd never. I'm a good boy.
Horrible crimes.
I'm a good boy.
I've never played anything like that, but I know what you mean.
Good boy.
You can understand. If this is a false world created by someone, then the Order of Percent believe they can do whatever they wish. To them, this place is a true utopia. A dream world where they're allowed to do anything they want with no real consequences.
That's why they want to live here forever?
Exactly.
I get it.
Use Chicos to spawn towers of tanks in GTA 3. Spawned helicopters. Perfect Old West game, yeah. I need to give Red Dead Redemption 2 another playthrough. And they really need to put Red Dead Redemption 1 on modern platforms.
What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
I am aware that Chikara was very particular about immortality. However, I will say one thing. One must not believe in eternal youth. Eternal youth is a lie. By the way, Mr. Ryuki, do you remember what you said earlier? Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. That is clearly false. The simulation theory is not occult. It falls within the realm of science. In fact, many esteemed scientists have given serious thought to the matter. The theory was originally proposed by a Swedish philosopher. However, the concept has been around since long ago, even as far back as the days of Plato and Zhuangzi.
Would you count philosophy as science, though?
At least, there is no way to prove it isn't an illusion. There are great people throughout history who have held...
I guess it can be.
But there's no way to prove it is an illusion either, is there?
No, there is plenty of science to support it.
Oh?
The holographic principle, theory of relativity, the measurement problem in quantum theory can also be considered proof.
What do you think about this, Mamoru?
Even light cannot escape a black hole. I'm sure you've heard this before. Information is the same. It cannot escape a black hole. It's known that the amount of information trapped in
The bra on his face, yeah.
is not derived from the volume of the black hole, but the surface area. Considering this, you can conclude that
Give me a moment.
information in a three-dimensional space is stored in the boundary of its
Oh.
two-dimensional
Good night.
surface.
Good night, Father. Sweet dreams, Father. Sweet dreams. You guys want to hang out with me? You guys want to look at me? Want to come in, Wolf? Look at that. Coming in here just because I got chocolates, or? Or he loves me. You want to get up here, Wolfie? Get up on the bed, Wolfie. I got streaming to do, buddy, so you gotta leave. No? See you later, pal. Alright. Sorry about that. That came in. Eat me Milky Way minis. Midnight.
Considering this, you can conclude that information in a three-dimensional space is stored in the boundary of its two-dimensional surface. In other words, all information stored in this universe is encoded in a single flat plane, just like a hologram. Regarding gravity and other physical processes, they can be completely accounted for through the laws of physics defined by the boundary surface. Let's take a character from an action game, for example. When that character falls...
Oh my god, it's Barrio!
...pulled to the ground by gravity. However, gravity does not actually exist in the game world. Only code that was written in the program. The character's body is merely made to show as if it fell based on its code.
You think this world is the same?
The holographic principle is not a theory. It is a principle. It has already been mathematically proven.
Oh.
I see. Then let us leave it at that.
Oh.
In any case...
Damn it!
There is no denying that the simulation theory is...
See, can we stop talking already? By making someone look at their watch, they'll see how much time they spent to prompt them to ask them to... the conversation.
The objective is to tear at the seams of this world and emancipate us all.
So you mean dying?
No.
Damn it! Now I wanted to hear that.
Completely different. I have no desire to commit suicide, though I would be fine with dying at any time.
Because this world isn't real.
There is that, yes. However, there is another reason. If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself. We are living in a false world created by a program. Therefore, if we can rewrite its code, we can create miracles, like reincarnation.
Whoa! This game, like, even the first game did a really good job of making some moments just, like, increasingly creepy.
Bringing someone who has already passed back to life.
Has this woman lost it?
We know that.
Ryuki, you were right. There's clearly a lot of reasons to be suspicious of Tokiko.
Yeah. Let's check with WingSync.
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
What is this?
Looks like Tokiko is blackmailing someone.
What is it she saw?
I don't know. This is as far as we can get through WingSync.
Then...
Yes, let's get a deeper look into her mind, using a regular sync.
I'm afraid we're gonna have to stop there, though.
Ryuki, just to confirm, you did get permission, right?
Yes, she accompanied me voluntarily and...
No, I meant from Boss.
I haven't seen Boss. She wasn't in the control room.
It's fine. I'll be sure to talk to her later.
I don't think this is a good idea. Besides, you don't look so good, Ryuki.
I'm fine. So please, I need more leads to solve this case.
But you... Oh, fine. I'll help you for now, but I won't be held responsible. Deal?
We'll leave it once we get in there.
Look, Ryuki, please just don't cause any problems. You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. I absolutely need you to follow this rule.
Yes, understood.
Okay then, let's begin.
I wonder if this is the nice president's room. It's really white, though.
Alright, we save. We save. Alright, that'll be it for now. Intriguing mystery still, even though we found out one half of the body was just placed there. Still a lot more to find out. But, yeah, it's getting late. 2 hours seems pretty good. And on Thursday, though, we'll be doing Sunbreak. We'll be doing Monster Hunter Sunbreak. So we'll be playing that. And we'll be playing these on and off as time goes on. But, Specs, thanks for coming to watch. And until next time, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.